bag body and lining with right sides together and clip in place. Sew around the entire perimeter using a 1/4 inch seam allowance and leave a 3-inch opening. Make sure to backstitch from beginning to end. This is where you will turn the body right side out. Make clips into the curved areas of the seam allowance. Turn the body right side out through the 3-inch opening. Using your stiletto or chopstick, smooth out all the corners, curved areas, and the sides. Hand sew the opening closed using the ladder stitch method. Press the body with an iron. Edge stitch along the entire perimeter of the body, stitching as close to the edges as possible. To attach the female component of the magnetic snap, find the center point on the flap. Measure up 1/2 inch from the bottom edge and mark a dot. Using small scissors, cut a small hole that's large enough to insert the shank of the flower snap through. Unscrew the flower snap from the backing and insert the shank into the hole from the front side of the flap. Screw the backing onto the other side to secure the snap in place. If necessary, piece the strap to make one continuous 55-inch by 4-inch piece. Adhere the 55-inch by 4-inch fusible interfacing strip to the wrong side of a 55-inch by 4-inch cotton strip. Fold in both ends by 1/4 inches and press. Next, fold in half lengthwise and press. Open the fold, then take the top raw edge and fold into the crease and press. Now take the bottom raw edge, fold up into the crease and press. Fold in half again lengthwise, bringing the folded edges together and press. Clip in place and edge stitch a seam around the entire folded strap, stitching as close to the edges as possible. We are now going to add the swivel hooks and the adjustable slider buckle. Insert one end of the strap through a swivel hook, then bring the swivel hook to the middle of the strap. Next, insert the end of the strap through the center of the slider buckle, leaving a 1.5 inch tail. Fold the tail to the wrong side of the strap and clip in place. Edge stitch close to the end of the tail to secure in place, stitching back and forth at least 3 times to reinforce this seam. Place the clip near the bottom of the swivel hook to keep it in place. Now insert the opposite end of the strap through the slider buckle and pull the end through to adjust to the desired length. Insert the end of the strap through the second swivel hook, folding the end to the wrong side by 1.5 inches. Clip in place and sew a box with an X inside to secure the tail in place. Adjust the slider buckle as desired. Clip the swivel hooks into the D-rings to attach the strap to the bag. You are now done. Thanks so much for sewing with me. Thanks for following along. Hope to see you next time.